Hey, welcome back. This may prove to be a terrible idea. I'm going to attempt to do a two-camera little demo here to hopefully show off some more speaker drift stuff, this time having to do with field of view. This camera that I'm shooting this scene with doesn't actually have a very wide field of view, so this is as wide as it goes, but this is my progeny on the couch here. I wanted to show you the gaming space, a typical gaming space, which is a couch.
Don't lean on me.
Everyone alive back there? We've got a couch and a TV, and we have speakers. And this is, for consoles, this is a pretty typical listening environment, right? And what we also have is a viewport to the virtual world that is about 2 meters away, 6 feet, imperial. And I kind of wanted to give you an idea of what it's like exploring the environment through that viewport. So, at 6 feet away, that viewport is, I want to say that's less than 30 degrees from edge to edge. So if I was simulating this environment, I wouldn't want to be exploring it through that viewport because the field of view is limited, especially. Oh, let's not show the messy kitchen. Show the beautiful balcony, maybe. But if I'm trying to find the cat, I'm trying to find my progeny. I can't even get my whole progeny on screen. So let's not mention the focus issues. Focus. So, not a very useful demo. Not a very useful field of view if what I want to do is, play some capture the flag in a 3D environment, or just try to find the cat, right? Autofocus on cats. Come on, you can do it. You can autofocus. Failed to autofocus. So games don't usually have this focus problem. The point is, with this field of view, I can't see much, so I'm going to want to open it up to explore my environment. And this even is not a great field of view for exploring an environment. My phone is better, so maybe I'll try and flip screens on this. Or you know what? Maybe we'll go actually into a virtual environment and take a look at field of view. Okay, so here we see the Wise project launcher. From here I can install Wise. Sorry, not install Wise. I have Wise installed. I can launch Wise. It also tells me what the latest version is. Also has a bunch of samples that demonstrate the Wise engine in action. And one of them is Cube, which is a full open source game. It has the full source, which we could play with. The Wise tutorials and lessons do a bunch of stuff with this project. Anywho, let's go ahead and run that. There's my volume. So, that sound should be familiar. That is our teleport sound. Let's go check it out. So, the thing I wanted to talk about was field of view. So I'm gonna guess that we're sort of 2 meters away from this thing in game dimensions, and I'm gonna play with the field of view so that you kind of know what I'm talking about. So tweak field of view. I think these are, I'm gonna guess these fields of view are basically in degrees. This is close to how this would look if your portal was actually a window into the game world, right? If that was a window frame and there was no zoom, or, you know, it was just rendering sort of straight through. But it's hard to play, right? Like, it might be hard to, I'm getting dizzy. Yeah. Hard to find the opponents. Hard to, there's no peripheral vision, right? So the thing that games do is they tweak the field of view. It's like you're sitting closer to the portal than you actually are. It's probably the easiest way to describe it. So you can see things that are a greater angle to the right and left. Like this, I was going to guess, you can see sort of about 45 degrees to the right, about 45 degrees to the left. This is an interesting one because this is a pretty good gameplay field of view. It doesn't seem too distorted. It seems pretty, it seems like you've got a reasonable amount of peripheral vision, but things aren't too kind of fisheye-y. There's not a lot of distortion, right? But already something interesting has happened, because this is a 90-degree field of vision. Oh, I don't know why I did that off screen. If it's a 90-degree field of vision, then the left and the right sides of the screen are actually further apart angle-wise than Dolby recommends for their 5.1 front left and front right speaker positions. And the other thing you run into is this. You can really see stuff that's almost beside you, right? You can do this again, user participation. You can see what this sounds like with your speaker setup, and you can play with it with headphones, and think about how quickly does that sound go off screen compared to sorry, misfire, I was cleaning it. How quickly does the sound go off screen compared to how quickly the visual goes off screen? And this is important because one of the it's a little bit strange, one of our most relied upon instinctive sound locating cue is, does it match what I see? Can I match it up to a visual? So there can be a real disconnect if what you have in the game isn't matching up with the visual.